Well, hello everybody. I am back again with my channel. Welcome to the human condition. And it has been a while. I think I will be switching this channel to an English only channel, but we will see how things goes. The epiphany that I have for the past few days is that I'm not the person that I was 6 months ago. And 6 months from now, I will not be a person that I am today. The intricacies of this are very heavy, and also the implications of this observation are very heavy, because the things I have done today, that where I'm standing right now financially, and the things I've done, the person that I was 6 months ago can't even imagine doing that in his worst nightmares. Life has taken me through a roller coaster for the past few months, and it has been an interesting journey. The things that my past self, that was not a very old thing, like an old personality like years ago, it was only a few months ago, that is 6 months ago. The things he thought were like taboo, were like things that you never do, were like human sacrifice. Like, if I did this thing, then the person that I was 6 months ago was so afraid कि मैंने ये कर दिया तो death ही हो जानी है, my life will be over and everything is done for. The self that is sitting in front of this camera today, that is on April 23rd, 2025, he just has done all those things, has lived through the experience to tell the tale, and is pretty much unscathed. Maybe the made up markers that we are guiding ourselves measure our success in this material world right now. Maybe according to that, because of all the fear that they have created, maybe the 6 months ago person was right. But the amount of stress he has taken, the amount of the years of life that stress has taken off of me is monumental. So, what I'm trying to say is here, the person that I was 6 months ago is different from the person that I am today, and the person that I will be 6 months after this is different from the person that I am today. The point that has peeked out his head, the observation that has peeked out his head, on our head, that I want to share today is actually the possibility that maybe everything will be all right, and maybe everything will never be all right, and we have no control over it, because our circumstances will always change, and there is nothing constant in this ever changing world. Everything is changing at its own pace, and we have to be in rhythm with the life, or we cannot sustain the life that we are living unless we are constantly changing at the pace that the life demands. Now, the pace that life demands is difficult to determine, because when you compare yourself to others, maybe you are doing very well off, maybe you are very well off and doing very well, or maybe you are at the same person when comparing himself to some other personality, maybe he is doing very worse. The amount of success he has had is not even 1% of the success his peer had, because he was ultra successful. But when the same persons compare himself for a peer that is not so great in his life, that the amount of success he has is actually only 1% of the success that I have, then you see that, you observe that no, maybe life is going good. So it is always going to be a comparison game whenever you look at peers, and it the results will always be ambiguous, because there is no goal post that we are striving to. There is no anchor point that you are saying, yes, that I have moved past it, or maybe I have not moved very past it. The anchor point is also moving. The delta, the rate of change that it is moving is actually a lot different from your pace. Maybe the quantum is high, maybe the quantum is low, but basically what I'm trying to say is that nothing is constant. The earth that you are standing on right now is also not a fixed point in space, it is also moving through space and time. So the big picture here is that we should start documenting our life and keeping tabs on the big changes that have happened through over in our life over the years. Some people have this habit naturally, or they pick up these habits from their parents naturally. As you know, monkey see monkey do. If your parent is maintaining a diary and journaling what is happening in his or her life, like day to day, the monkey that are your kids will do the same, maybe in not the same capacity, maybe with not the same level of insight, but they will do the same. And I know people which who are writing diaries ever since they are small kids. They forget about the stuff they have written, and when they go back to it, they are even surprised, like, what the hell was I thinking, or what the hell I used to think, or what were the things that I was concerned about, and what were the things that I actually did. That hits like a realization that maybe something was very, very, very big, or seemed big, or was a very big priority at that point of time. But today, it doesn't really matter at all what happens with it. So, what I'm trying to say with this video is start documenting your life in some way of or another. The easiest way to do it is just writing a diary. There is even a easier way. Just start taking voice notes that on this date this happened and that happened. But it comes with a caveat, like how are you going to sort through it all. So if you are, the best way to do it is through a diary. Even better is through on some digital form, like use a keyboard or a digital diary, so that you can analyze it with AI later on and take insights out for the day, or make them do all the work. You don't have to read something that you have written 5 years ago, or you can actually make a vlog or a video diary of the same. And you know, maybe start a small YouTube channel with only sharing the link with your family members, just seeing how life was. Because yes, today I'm sitting here in front of this camera, and there was a birthday celebration, and the decorations will be taken out in the next few days. But in the meantime, it is here, and I'm really glad that I got to capture this on a video. The person that I look today, the amount of face fat I have, or the way I shave my face, or the way I have unkempt hair that are long and that are not really kept well. The point is that at this point of space and time, I am stationary. I have defined thoughts, I have defined perspectives, and through the life as we go on, I will expand my horizons, or maybe not. I will die with the horizons that I have today and just live on. So the point of this video is please start documenting your life in one way or another, so that you have something to look back upon that is objective truth. Because you can't actually rely on your memory. It is based much more of a feelings, and it can be manipulated very easily. What cannot be manipulated is the feeling that you felt at that time, and you wrote it down as you were feeling it. If you had a big fight with in office, if you felt humiliated, write that shit down, that I got humiliated by this person at my office today. So when a decision comes that if I want to switch jobs or not, and they're saying that we have treated you well, maybe you go back to the diary and actually see how many times they have humiliated you, because you have written it all down somewhere back in your in your diary, and you actually analyze it. Maybe you make a dot list, like a bullet point list, and maybe it helps you shape yourself better. I'm saying this with a big heart that I have not been consistent for the past 2 months. I have not even thought about making a video. I have not thought about making a video today itself, but I don't know what came over, and I just popped on the camera, turned on the video, and said, "Hey friends, let's take down the thoughts that I have today and move on with our life." Thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for the videos that are lined up next. Maybe they will be less rambling than this one, but this video also had a point that you should start documenting your life, because you are not the person that you were 6 years ago, and you will forget the person that you are today. The struggles you have today, the happiness, the source of happiness that you have, the things you value the most right now in this moment, maybe 12 years from now, you won't even remember the state of mind you are in while watching this video. So please keep that in mind and stay curious. Strive to be a better version of yourself every day. And that is all that I want from you in this lifetime. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.